Hello everyone and welcome to Community Connections. I'm Emma Jean Woodyard, the director of the Dearborn Community Fund, and we're so pleased to be able to work with CDTV and bring you Community Connections. The question is, what month is it? Oh yes, we're going into April, and we know what happens in the month of April. Arts Month. Every year for the last, I'm going to say 5-6 years now, we've done the Arts Month routine. We have lots of things going on during Arts Month. We'll talk a little more about it, but I'm standing right now in the middle of the all-school art show here at the Pajeski Gallery, which opens April 1st and goes all through the month of April. It's amazing, the beautiful artwork that comes from all of our students, all the way from kindergarten through 12th grade. So we're going to be talking and focusing a little bit about the youth in the arts for this year's April Arts Month. When we stop and think about it, again, looking at the vast amount of artwork in this gallery, the number of students that are participating, we're going to be talking to Karen from the Dearborn Youth Symphony, which, by the way, is heading into its 50th year of operation. Talk more about that. And then we're going to meet a newcomer to our cultural arts landscape here, Vanessa Elzane, who leads the Dearborn Youth Choir, brand new. So come with me here in the gallery. Next up is Karen Sherman from the Dearborn Youth Symphony, and we're going to find out how they've hung together for 50 years. Incredible. Well, Karen, you are remarkable. How long have you been with Dearborn Youth Symphony?
13 years.
Oh my gosh, I think you probably hold the record.
Maybe.
For hanging in there. And you're going into your 50th year with Dearborn Youth Symphony, 13 of which you've been on board. What do you think the future looks like for the organization?
I think we've done a lot since the pandemic to build back up, and I see us continuing to grow. I'm hoping with the 50th we get renewed energy, renewed attention to how wonderful the Dearborn Youth Symphony is. And our plan for our 50th season is to get as many alumni from the DYS to come back and perform.
Do you have a good network that you've kept up with some of the graduates, so to speak?
Yes.
Because I was trying to do the math, and I'm figuring, you know, what's the number in a full orchestra usually?
Right.
Around 50?
Right now we have about 60 in our advanced orchestra, and we have 75 this season total.
So I was on the low side. So 60 members times 50 years, that's a lot of young people. What do you have in store coming up for, going into the 50th year?
We are, specifically for the 50th, we're going to do its own concert because we realized it has the potential to be a lot bigger than we originally thought. So we're planning its own event, and the whole goal is to, like I said, track down as many as we can. Some of our former conductors have agreed to come back and conduct that alumni concert. So we'll see. We don't have an exact date yet, but we are in the planning process of it.
What does one do to get involved with the Dearborn Youth Symphony? I know you're always looking, certainly the musicians. You put out a call for musicians. I know that they come from all over.
They do. We have a network. Well, we say our families that are currently with us are usually our best ambassadors when we ask them to recruit people. But we also have a list of emails and other ways that we contact area music studios, music teachers, private schools, public schools, and we reach out to them on a regular basis, also looking for musicians.
Explain a little bit about the relationship that you have with, we'll say, the city and this facility.
The city's wonderful. We have CDTV that comes to all of our concerts and records. We have the facility here, the staff here that help us. We use various parts besides the theater for Monday night rehearsals, for Bring a Friend, for other things that we do throughout the season. The staff here help us with things for concert day, rehearsal nights. So this is a beautiful place. We're happy to be here.
Do you look for sponsorships?
Yes, we do.
What do you offer to a sponsor?
Usually when we reach out to people, or they reach out to us to be a sponsor. We do different things like ticket sponsors, or we can do promotions for them in our 3 concert programs, day of concert, on stage, and also on our social media, where we can promote the businesses through all of our social media and different websites and resources.
Can you tell me any success stories from that you know of?
From
Former students.
There's been quite a few. I know one in particular who is currently getting his master's degree in clarinet performance, and he finished his undergrad at University of Michigan, went on to get a full ride scholarship to an Ivy League school to get his master's degree in clarinet performance. So he's one of our recent grads a few years ago.
Well, I have to tell you, my own children were in the youth symphony. I have 4 children, and 2 of the 4, one was a French horn player, and one was a violinist. And they still are involved in music, not professionally.
Okay.
But you know, one of the things behind participating in a group like the Dearborn Youth Symphony is that it instills a lifelong love and interest in music.
It really
and I
does.
think that is a reward that we don't talk about,
Absolutely.
you know, too often. And I'm sure
Absolutely.
you hear that. You know?
I do. Most of the people, I think, do, like you said, keep their hand involved in music in some way or another. Maybe not professionally, but I think that's what's going to be great about that 50th reunion concert. It gives a lot of the people an opportunity to come back, and maybe they haven't done it in a while, and they'll be able to come back and perform again.
So if somebody wants, again, more information, where do they go?
We will be putting stuff on our actual website, dearbornyouthsymphony.org, but people can also email us at info@dearbornyouthsymphony.org.
Well,
we want more information.
I'm sorry. We want to congratulate you, Karen, thank you. We want to thank you for your years of, you know, dedication to the Dearborn Youth Symphony. It is one of our community gems, and I think when we talk about over 3,000 young people have come through this program,
at least
it's people stop and really appreciate
Right.
what we have. So thanks for taking time.
Thank
I know
you.
you're super busy.
Thank you.
Thanks for your service to our community.
Thank you so much for all what you do, and make sure your kids come back for the alumni concert.
I'll try. Thanks, Karen.
All right, thank you.
Dearborn Senior Services, a division of the Dearborn Parks and Recreation Department, participates in the Wayne County Meals on Wheels program. This humanitarian outreach program provides nutritious meals to homebound senior citizens in the community and is always seeking volunteer drivers. Drivers pick up meals at a distribution center and deliver them to seniors along a predetermined route. The entire process takes about an hour. To volunteer, call 313-943-2009.
Well, Vanessa, thank you so much for taking time to be with us today. As we've been talking about Arts Month this year, April is Arts Month, we're kind of focusing on youth and youth programs, and that's what you're all about. So what is the working title for the group that you oversee here at the center?
Yeah, we're a youth choir. We're called Dearborn Youth Voices.
And how many people are involved? How many students do you have involved in that
right now we have about 15 students involved.
And how do you recruit students for this program? Because it's fairly new.
Yeah, so this is our first or second year just starting out. It seems like word of mouth seems to be the thing that really draws people in. Kids are like, I've told my friend about it, my friend wants to join, so it's a lot of telling friends and having them join us, and it's been a really tight-knit group, and it's just been really lovely. Yeah.
I know you also conduct some other youth choirs. I think Seaway is one of them?
Yeah, I conduct a choir down in Downriver, and that group's about similar size but a little bit younger, and they're a pleasure too. So.
How often do they rehearse, and do you rehearse here at the center?
Yeah.
Give me some particulars.
Yeah, so we rehearse every Saturday morning from 10 to 12. We have 2 seasons, and we rehearse here in Studio B, and our performances are here at the Ford Community Performing Arts Center. We usually do a holiday program, and then we do a spring program as well. So.
Where would you like to see this program go?
Oh, sky's the limit, really. Like, I just want to see more accessibility and more children willing to sing. I just want people to know that it's a safe place and it's a great place to learn something new, and that even if you don't know anything about it, you know, it's just a great community and really, really fun to learn how to sing and be with people who also enjoy that art form. Yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit about yourself. What is your background, and how did you develop this interest, especially working with youth?
Well, I actually started as a director when I was a youth. I was like 15 when I started music directing at my high school. So I know what it's like to be young and a teacher and to teach with people who are similar age as me. And as I've grown up, I've just continued that sort of thing, just like teaching young people. And as I've grown up, you know, also being involved with the youth in our community. So I started off young, and so I just enjoy giving people my passion and in turn like learning from them as well. So it's kind of where I came from and where I am now. So,
Well, we wish you all the best.
Thank
We'll be
you.
looking forward to many more programs coming from your organization, which the name of it again is Dearborn Youth Voices.
Yes.
Correct? I got it. I got it correct.
Yes.
So thanks for taking time to
thank
tell us
you.
about your
Yeah.
wonderful organization and the work that you're doing.
Oh,
We
thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Well, it's going to be a very busy month. It's April Arts Month right here, if you didn't remember what we were talking about. And we want to make sure that we thank, first of all of our participants, artists, performers, our guests today, Vanessa Elzane Lay and Karen Sherman from the Dearborn Youth Symphony, because again, we're emphasizing our youth in arts during this year's April Arts Month. We got a lot of kids involved in creative activities, and we need to know that. So again, April Arts Month, we'd be remiss if we didn't remind you that on April 12th, we have the Artie Party. That's the Artie Party, which will be taking place from 1 to 5 p.m. It's a free event open to the public at Dearborn's Art Space at Michigan and Schaefer, and the Fishnet Studios, which are also located over there. We end the month with the 2025 Mayor's Arts Awards on the 30th of April. They will be here at Studio A at the Ford Community and Performing Arts Center. All of these activities are free and open to the public because we want you to celebrate the arts in Dearborn. That's what this is all about. And all of this is made possible. We want to thank out loud our sponsors, the Dearborn Federal Savings Bank, Ameriprise Financial, Jim Thorpe, and the Dearborn Dairy Queen on Greenfield. We couldn't do this without the support of our sponsors. So enjoy April. It comes but once a year, and it's coming up fast. Thanks for joining us for Community Connections.